Good morning, everyone. And today we are over here to discuss how to use right to information. And this is to be presented by Dr. Meenu Chopra and Professor Neeru. I'll talk about Dr. Meenu Chopra. She's an associate professor, School of Law, Lovely Professional University. She is specialized in taxation laws. She has been working in the field of accountancy and taxation from past 18 years, having experience in industry and academic as well. She is continuously keeping on harnessing her skills with pursuing various courses on expandable areas such as soft skills, educational leadership, outcome-based pedagogy, development of IPRs, and other associated fields. She has been researching business laws, constitutional laws, and matters of social interest. I welcome you, madam. We also have with us Dr. Chirag Sharma, assistant professor, a doctorate in computer science and engineering, having 10 years of experience in LPU, 45 research papers published in the area of image processing. I welcome you, sir, as well. Now I'm handing over the things to Dr. Meenu Chopra for the content of the day. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, so first of all, I welcome all the attendees who are present in this session. And as if you are aware that today we people are going to discuss about right to information, that how this particular right can be utilized, then how to use right to information. This is the basic focus area for today's discussion. So for that particular thing, I shall be inviting my colleague, Ms. Neeru Mittal, madam, hereby, and she will be giving her input and she'll be sharing the things with you all. Ms. Neeru Mittal has been teaching the constitutional law and other relevant subjects in School of Law from around 8 years and has been awarded as the best teacher also by the institutional authorities many times. And she has been a favorite teacher of the students because she has a subject specialization, and also she is one amongst the people who are motivating the students in their daily lives to proceed ahead. So in the same series, today we are going to talk about how to use the right to information. For that, I shall be inviting Neeru ma'am. Just a second, let me invite Neeru ma'am. Welcome you here in the session. Please, over to you, please.
Good morning, everyone. I, Neeru Mittal, would like to welcome you all here on behalf of Province School of Law. And today we are going to talk about how to file RTI. And before dealing with how you can use this right to information, we have to discuss about what right to information is all about. So, 5 factors we all have to keep into mind for the discussion of today's topic. The first is what, when, where, why, how, and RTI. Just what an RTI is, when you can file an RTI, where, that is the authority against whom you can file an RTI, and why, what is the objective, what information you want to seek, and how, that is the process, how you can draft the RTI, what are the parameters which you should be aware of while drafting an RTI. So the basic aims and objective of the session I have to outline here, that is to understand the right to know, to identify the department from where you can receive the information, how to call for such information, that is how to write, and the common pitfalls to avoid, because we will be discussing so many do's and don'ts at which you should consider while drafting an effective RTI application. So what RTI is all about? Right to information, my dear, is a fundamental right which is enshrined in the Article 91A of the Indian Constitution. In Indian democracy, we, that is the people of India, are the masters and we have the right to know about the work of the government. But how we know that what government is doing to ensure the transparency, the government has enacted this right, that is Right to Information Act in 2005, which provides a machinery for exercising this fundamental. It has empowered we the people, that is an ordinary citizen, to question the government and its work. Earlier it was very difficult and it was a challengeable task for we people to know that what government is doing for we the people on our behalf. So this right has widely been used by the citizens and specifically using a term citizen here. That means non-citizens have not been given the specific right. So this right which has been provided to citizens and the media to uncover corruption, progress in the government work, expenses related information, etc. You can use this right for so many activities, but there are certain exemptions also that we'll be discussing further. So applicability of the act, where this act is applicable. It is applicable to all constitutional authorities, agencies owned and controlled by the government and the organizations which are strictly financed by the government and which comes under the purview of this RTA. Private organization, I specifically would like to mention here, they won't fall into the purview of the RTA. And this act also mandates these public authorities of the union or the state governments to provide timely response. We have a timeline in the act, and accordingly, these authorities have to respond to this. And this act also penalizes the authorities in case there is a delay in responding to the citizen in this stipulated time. So the next is from where to seek the information. You can go through the online portal of the Government of India. Few screenshots I have attached here. You can go to the RTA, how to file an RTA. The government website is there. Over there, you just have to click to the submit request, and then you will move to the next page, that is guidelines for the use of RTA online portal. And after going through all those guidelines, what you can do is you have to give your consent that yes, you are okay with these guidelines, and then the third page, that is online RTA request form will open. Over there, you can select the municipality, department, area, body, that is public authority or not, and then your details will be there, and the description of your information what you want to have from the concerned department will be giving, and your RTA will be. So the basic objectives, if I have to date with the RTA, that is empower the citizen to question the government. The basic objective that to bring the transparency. It also promotes transparency, accountability in the work of the government, and it also helps in containing corruption in the government and work for the people in it. This act further emphasizes building better informed citizens who would keep necessary vigil about the functioning of the government. And next, what type of information? Can you call for the sensitive information? Certain informations which are related to the internal security in relationship with the foreign countries, intellectual property rights, cabinet discussions, they are exempted from the RTA. You all might have heard about the surgical strikes or the currency ban and all. You were not made aware before what government is planning on doing. You cannot file an RTA for the same. So you can seek only that information while filing an RTA which government is supposed to discuss into the parliament. That this is what discussion is going into the parliament, only that information, but secret information you cannot have, and the need of the RTA. Now the thing is, why you need an RTA? Do you want to be a game changer? Do you want to bring changes into the system? So you should be aware how to file an RTA application and how this RTA can help you address your everyday issues. We have so many issues, so many challenges. So RTA can be used as a tool to resolve your issues and the queries and to seek questions from the government. So here we will be discussing the steps in drafting an application effectively so that there is no room for the ambiguity for the public information officer. Every government department by law has a public information officer which is duty bound to comply with the provisions of the RTA. Whatever information you will be asking for, the application will go to PIO of the concerned department, and within a specific time period, that is a 30-day time period, they have to revert you back. And within 30 days, if they are not reverting you back, then you can file for the appeal and so on. Now, how to draft your RTA application? No specific format has been given to you in the RTA Act that you have to follow this particular format. So you can file your RTA application in a simple piece of paper, while A4 sheet, that's all, nothing else. So the objective of writing an effective RTA application is to so that the public authority to whom you are giving this application should give you the information which you are asking. You can make, as I've already told you, the citizens. Plus the Indians living abroad, they must be having an Indian citizenship. They can ask for the right to information. This implies that the person seeking information must be an individual, and it should not be a corporation, society, any company, corporate body, or any other public authority. So the persons of Indian origin or the foreign nationals, they can not avail the benefits under the acts. Persons which are the foreigners which don't have the citizenship, they cannot claim the benefits of RTA under this act. Now, what should be the language? Has it to be in English only? Has it to be in Hindi or any official language? No specific official language has been prescribed. It can be in English, it can be in Hindi, or any official language of the state in which the department has. So one gets troubled when the reply to the application is given in a language which you don't understand. You are filing an application in Gujarat Gandhinagar, and they are diverting you. The PIO replies to your application in Gujarati which you don't understand. So what is the solution for you? So in that particular case, it is advisable to you that you should keep two things in your mind while choosing the language of your application. You should always write your application in the language in which you want to receive an reply. If you want the PIO to reply in Hindi, make sure you are writing your application in Hindi. And as a precautionary measure, it is always advisable. You should mention in your application clearly the language in which you want to have a. But we have certain official documents also, records also, file notings, etc. Now those notings, files, documents, you cannot, ask as a letter of writer, they should be translated in the language which you wish to use. Under those circumstances, the PIO will not translate the documents in the language you understand. The reply will be given in the official language of the particular document which you are seeking. So, few important fields which have to be covered while writing an application. The first, addressing and the address. You should always address your application to the concerned public information officer, as I've already dealt, which is likely to have the information you are seeking. Obviously, you want to go to Delhi, you will be boarding the bus for the Delhi, not for the Jammu and Kashmir. The same way it is applicable. So the address of the PIO, it must contain details of the department, name, address, city in which it is located. It should not be a vague one. You should be pretty much sure that from whom you want to seek information. And many organizations give out the name of the officers who have been designated as public information officer on their website. So it is always advisable to address the application to the name of the PIO whenever possible, not onto the name of that particular organization. Then you are the applicant, obviously you want to have a reply, so you have to give the address of yours. So do keep into your mind that when you are giving your details, the postal address, it should be correct without any bias over there, without any error over there. Further, now as I've already told you that this right gives the the access to the citizens of the India, only that the companies, corporations, associations, they have not been given the right to apply for the RTA. But if an application is being made by an employee or the office bearer of any corporation, for example, I am working in an appliance, I am working in a Satyam. So then being an employee of that organization, indicating my name and employee office bearer that I am a citizen of India, I can seek any information which I want to. Just because I am an employee of any corporation association, the information cannot be denied to me. In that case, it would be presumed that the citizen is seeking the information at the address of the corporation. Now, the next thing is particulars of the information required. That what you are asking for, that this is what I am seeking from you. So you must break down all the information sort in a systematic manner so as to ensure that the reader, he is actually getting what you want from him or from his department. So the subject matter of the information, you should mention the kind of records you are seeking for, pertaining to what. For example, you are asking for the query related to the appointment to a particular post. Whose records are you asking for? The chancellor, vice chancellor, etc. Concerning which department you are asking for the information, and you have to give a copy of the contract signed, in case you are asking for a particular information. And further, you have to mention the period to which that information relates to. In case you are asking for an information for a period of 2012 to 2013, you should specifically mention it, because if you are asking for a very huge data or a big data, there are chances that you might not be getting the. And in case information is required by post or in person, what is the rule? You have to mention whether the information sought by you should be furnished to you in person or by post. That means this act is giving you so many values, it has been giving you so many rights, that means you have to describe what you want and the way you want. And in case you're asking for the inspection of any particular document, you want to see the documents, you should clearly mention in that particular column that which document you want to inspect and why. And then Another is BPL status. My dear, let me tell you, if you are filing an RTI, you have to, impose, you have to pay a minimal fee of ₹10. But if you belong to the BPL category, then there is no fee required to be paid by you. So this fact has to be kept into the mind. But how you will claim that you belong to a BPL category? You have to attach a certificate over it. But yes, I belong to this category and I want to take an examination of this BPL status. And what happens many a times, the nature of the information which you are asking for from a particular PIO might be such that it is more closely connected to the another public authority, or that it is head by another department, which you might not be aware of. So in that case, what will happen? The PIO to whom you have filed the application, the concerned PIO will transfer your application to the relevant public authorities within 5 days of the inception of application. In case that department which don't have the information is not forwarding it to the another department, they are subjected to the penalty. And it is always advisable for you to state in your last paragraph that if any part of the information is held by any other public authority, the same may be transferred to the relevant public. So that means we have to be very careful while designing the RTI application. So the points to remember: you must provide the place from where your application is written and date on which it is written. You must end the application with your signatures and the contact details, and it is necessary that you are giving the correct phone numbers, email address, or the contact details, and obviously how they will connect you. So these things you should keep in your mind. And you should also write down details of your enclosures in case you might have attached any document, for example, the below poverty line certificate. And in case you don't belong to this, then you have to enclose an amount of ₹10, which may be either by way of check, demand draft, or cash. And the text furtherly states that an applicant making a request for information shall not be required to give any reason. It is not requested, it is not required that you have to give the reason why you are seeking this information. Further, you are not required to give any other personal detail except which are required for the purpose of contacting you. It is not mandatory that you have to mention over here that I am teaching here, I am doing this, unless and until that information is very much required for the purpose of further contact with you by the concerned. So, do's and don'ts. Please do keep these do's and don'ts into your mind if you really want to make an effective use of this tool, that is RTI. When we write an RTI, our primary focus should be to get the information from the public authority. Our primary focus should not be to track, what is going on, how to stop these wrongdoings, how to penalize officials. No. Our objective here only is to get the information of what is going on, and on the basis of that information what you're asking for, then you can go to the concerned authorities and all that. But do remember that you are not asking that you should penalize this person by filing an RTI. You have to punish this corrupt contractor. So the RTI authority is not the decision making authority. Do remember, RTI is not the decision making authority, my dear. They are neither the authorized spokesperson of the public authority from which you are asking for the information. No useful information can be gained by asking questions about legal or the other kind of opinions. So the ultimate goal here, doubt, is to curb corruption, stop the continuance of offense or some other bigger need. But the ultimate objective here is that we are seeking only for the information. That's all. For example, you are filing an RTI that how many persons have died because of the manual scavenging and all that. You all know manual scavenging is not allowed now in India. Over here, you will not ask for that. You should punish this person just because the effective implementation of law is not. Your objective only is to get information, and on the basis of information, you can vote for it. So few tips. Do remember these steps, which will help you to draft your application, and you may require these steps in near future if you will be joining law. Specifically, law students, they used to buy so many articles. Give the details of the documents. Always keep your application short and specific. Crux. It should not be a kind of story and all that. A trailer of a movie you have to give into your document. That's all. Be minimalistic so that PIO is not overburdened and you have to do it. So do remember, it's not only you seeking for the information. We are a population of 1.3 billion in India. So do remember that at least 30-40% might be using this, right? Those who are aware about it. So be minimalistic. You can ask for the information, not for the reason. This is what I have already discussed. Only ask for the information, not for the reason. And know when to ask for the inspection and just be clear what you want to have in your application. Do your homework and complete your formalities. Do your homework and complete your formalities. And while it is easy for you to expect all the papers or to come to you and for the information to reach to you within 30 days, so first read and know. If you really want that the concerned department should reply you within 30 days, my dear, then you should read and know. We should do our homework first, and then we can, assign the task to someone else. So you must always check the information of the PIO, from whom you are seeking information, from their website, and with any latest news on them, and always gives you a better hand in your information. Pay the requisite amount of fee, and then at last send the application. You can send the application with a fee by registered post or speed post. Avoid submitting in person. Avoid courier also. RTA applications can be filed online. Online we have already read the website I have already discussed with you. Make sure you fill all the requisite details and attach all the relevant documents to your application. Now the goals. The things which you have to do. Don't write facetious or frivolous applications. Don't need to get information. Don't ask questions requiring voluminous response. You should ask those queries, those questions where the minimalistic response is required. It should not be that you are asking for a document of 500, 600 pages. Then in that case, you have to pay for the cost of those documents. Then don't write down your complaints or grievances. Do remember, don't write down your complaints or grievances. Seek only information for their benefits, and don't infringe their privacy. Right to privacy, I think we all are aware it's a fundamental and subjective to reasonable restriction. So while exercising your right, don't violate the right of others, and don't ask for the opinions. Ask only for the information. Don't confuse with the vague expressions and the opinions or text over them. Don't put the information officer to sleep, and don't send your first draft immediately. Get it vetted and then proceed further. With this, I would like to close this session today. I hope it might have been useful to you. Any queries? The queries are most frequent. Any assistance? Any query?
Okay, so dear students, I believe that you got the requisite information, whatever is required with the objective of filing the RTA application, and the content has been very well discussed with Neeru ma'am, and I believe that you are now able to file RTIs on your own, and shall be getting this expertise very soon. So now I am proceeding ahead with another information that we have. So now, as if dear students, we people are offering 5 programs specifically with us. One is the BA-LLB honors, then it is the BBA-LLB honors, LLB, LLM, and PhD. Okay, so right now I believe that this particular session is for the students who are pursuing their LLM course, and of course they are eligible for the master's degree program. And now for the master's degree program, just I have certain specific information to share with, and this information is that is we people are offering few courses, rather few specializations for yourself. It is the business and the arbitration law. Then we have the constitutional and the administrative law, then criminal law and the cyber law, international law and human rights, then IPR and technology laws. So these are the very specific specializations which have been crafted for the students of LLM. That is for the UPG elective baskets. These are the ones which are being offered by the School of Law. The objectives of providing this specialization that we are going to start here with the super specialization, and the purpose of super specialization that you should be having at least dual specialization, as a reason as we say that the person who is opting for the criminal and the cyber law basket, he will be able to study about the courses which are specialized for the criminal law along with the cyber law papers. Okay, same way it is not a specialization not only in the IPR laws but also in the technology laws such as the fintech laws and other things. The objective of these courses is that we are willing to upgrade your skills, upgrade in the sense that means not only the theoretical knowledge but also the most practical and innovative knowledge will also be shared with you all. So this is how we are going to do. That is not only the teaching faculties from School of Law, but also the adjunct faculties from the various disciplines shall be proceeding ahead for all these particular subjects. Okay, so I believe that in case if you opt to do LLM from the LPU School of Law, it shall be an added advantage to you. For what reason? That there shall be dual specialization. Dual specialization, you could see here the business and arbitration, constitution and administrative law, then the criminal law and cyber law, international law and human rights, and along with IPR on fintech or technology laws. So out of these 5 broader areas, the student is supposed to offer any one specialization. Okay, whatever be your interest area, so accordingly you can choose those areas. Moreover, students there are certain things which are being discussed with regard to the LLM course, that is whether it is a 1-year course or it is a 2-year course. So for your understanding and clearance of information, I am telling you that BCI from the last year, it is insisting upon the point that LLM program should be a 2-year program. Okay, that LLM program should be a 2-year program. With that particular intention only, we people are running the course for the LLM, which is a 2-year course and not a 1-year course. Moreover, even we have been running the 1-year LLM in the past. Then also there are other institutions also which are running LLM 1 year, but suggestively it is told to you that is in 1-year LLM, the student shall not be getting dual specialization. Moreover, generally it has been observed that students generally take 6 months to 1 year duration in addition to the 1 year LLM for completion of their dissertation. Okay, so if it is a program how it is proceeding ahead, then again it is no purpose that we should be restricting it to 1 year. So that's why it has been extended to a 2-year program. So now what we are doing, we are offering 2-year LLM program as expected by the BCA and other regulatory bodies, and which is definitely going to help you in the upcoming future. Here, no doubt you can upgrade your skills. Moreover, you shall be getting all the requisite inputs for the objective for which you have chosen your LLM course. Now, telling something about that what kind of activities we people have been conducting. So this is certain kind of online webinars or panel discussion that we people have done. There are the contempt of court versus rule of law, whereby the most revered person, Honorable Justice Korean Joseph, was the keynote speaker. Then we people have been conducting the moot court competitions within the campus. Also, the international conferences are also conducted. Then certain activities, if I talk about the school, not only at the school level we are conducting activities, but also in the remote areas. We are proceeding ahead and just dispensing the legal knowledge. Then in the same campus, people have been just conducting the free legal assistance camp, whereby where the people from the judiciary, from the other institutions, like we could say the village sarpanches and the people from the DLSA, they have also joined us for this particular event. Then moot court activities, whatever are going on, extension lectures that we people have been conducting. Then adjunct faculty, as your course I am already telling you, is a super specialization course. So we will try to make it sure that accordingly you are dispensed with the absolute knowledge, the legal knowledge also from the adjunct faculties. Okay, of course the faculty members, teachers are there who are having specialization in the relevant field, but to compensate that particular knowledge further, we are going to incorporate the adjunct faculties for your purposes. Then, of course, various other sessions on various divergent interests are useful for us. Then, international conference recently we have conducted on 16th of April, and that's all from my side. Thank you so much. This was a very basic and little information I have discussed with you about the school. Now, thank you so much, and over to you, Rishi sir, please.
Thank you so much, madam. That was
I
really,
believe,
really
yes, sir.
creative. I
Thank you,
quickly
sir.
move to Dr. Chirag for his part of the presentation.
Just a minute, sharing my screen. Hopefully my screen is visible. So we'll talk about the infrastructure and various events that we have conducted. Just a minute. And the campus life and the exposure that we are offering to the students. So we have 13 LPU students who have participated in Tokyo Olympics 2020. That was held in Tokyo last year. Apart from that, if I talk about the ranking, so we have been ranked among top 36 universities of India as per World University Rankings 2022. Campus life and the exposure that we are offering to the students. We were the first private university who had conducted 106th Indian Science Congress, which was held in 2019 from 3rd January to 7th of January. It was inaugurated by Shri Narendra Modi ji, our Honorable Prime Minister of India. Apart from that, we had conducted various convocations where various eminent personalities like presidents of India and Afghanistan, they have actually inaugurated our convocation. Apart from that, we had LPU Startup School or being inaugurated by Lee Shri Arun Jaitley sir. Apart from that, we had various life skills lessons taught by various eminent personalities. We are moving from real life heroes to real life heroes. So we had the visit of our Shri Shah Rukh Khan sir and Mahendra Singh Soni sir. So they had visited to promote their respective movies. If I talk about the infrastructure, you can see one big open auditorium, which is known as amphitheater. It is something which is connected with various academic blocks, along with a central library also. It has a capacity of more than 3,000 people in that particular arena, and along with that, various major events are conducted in this auditorium. So we have centrally air conditioned auditorium, which is Chantadevi Mittal Auditorium. This is an auditorium which is 2 stories, and it has a capacity of more than 2,000 people who can sit in this auditorium. Apart from that, we have a 9-story building of Academic Resource Center, which is known as Uni Mall. And in Uni Mall, students can get all the accessories of all the daily necessities, all daily products they require. All things are available in this particular mall. In this mall, the students will have the access of bowling facility as well as gym facility also. Apart from that, we have central library, which has a capacity of more than 1 lakh books in that particular 4-story building. So all the books of all the departments are available in this library only. So we talk about various important facilities that we provide. One of them is Uni Hospital, because at this time of pandemic, you must have this kind of facility. So it is 24/7 facility provided to students in case of any necessity. They can visit in case of any emergency. If if they want to visit any hospital, it is totally open. So one of the major strat that I started with my presentation was the participation of various students in Tokyo Olympics, where we had a medal winner, gold medal winner Neeraj Chopra from our university, along with Manpreet Singh, who was leading Indian hockey team and won the bronze medal. It is because of the facilities that we provide to the students as per the sports is concerned. So we have an indoor sporting complex, which is known as Shanti Devi Mittal indoor complex, and in that complex we have various games, such as indoor games such as swimming. We had the excess of 14 badminton courts, shooting range, volleyball stadium, volleyball court, as well as basketball court. So this is the evening view of our campus, and importantly regarding the sports I was telling. So we were second prize holder of this Khelo India Games 2022, and we had won maximum medals. So in that particular categories, so we had this is a evening view of our campus, and this is the night view of our campus. Apart from that, if I talk about the important feature of our university is the security that we provide to the students, which is 24/7. Because you cannot directly enter to the university directly, so you must have a turnstile on to enter to the university. So security identification is very much required. It is a ragging-free campus. Apart from that, we are the largest, most university in terms of having the capacity. We have the 20,000 plus capacity for all the girls and boys in terms of residential facilities that we provide, which are categorized in one-seater, two-seater, three-seater, four-seater, and luxury apartments. We have 6 girls hostels and 8 boys hostels, and the food that we provide to the students are of various categories such as standard mess, South Indian mess, and North Indian mess. So we strictly come to the course that ma'am was explaining, which was LLM. So you can clearly see in this particular link, which is nest.lpu.in. I need to just click a particular option to get the information of any course. Let's say we are talking about LLM course, so that will by default come under law. So I will select law, and in law we have various courses such as BLLB honors, BBLLB honors, LLB, and LLM. So I select LLM course. In that particular course, what happens is we need to talk about the eligibility part. So the eligibility part is that Indian nationals are eligible to take admission for admission in LLM part. The student should pass with 50% of aggregate marks in LLB, subject to qualifying LPU Nest. So it means LPU Nest is something which is very, very important in this particular part, and we are giving 5% relaxation to Northeast candidates, Sikkim candidates, along with the people who come from army background, and the Kashmiri migrants also. So the admission criteria is that student merit is prepared as per because LLM is a course where LP Nest is mandatory, but LP Nest is supposed to be given with the statement of purpose. The statement of purpose and LP Nest, how this is categorized, 70% weightage is given to LP Nest examination. So at the moment you give that particular examination, 70% of weightage is given to that exam, and 30% is given to whatever statement of purpose that you have, whether it is on the basis of your work experience or your publications you have done in your graduation part. So if I talk about the important dates to apply for LP Nest examination, the important dates are that we have registration started, and the registration is the time to apply for LP Nest LLM exam is 31st of July. So it means you have around 8 or 9 days to apply for this examination. The moment you apply for it, you will be given certain dates. You have to select that particular date, and again, the moment you give your examination, let's say if you give your examination on 28th of July, so in result will be available on 29th of July. So within 7 days, you have to take admission after the declaration of result. And you have to take admission latest by 10th of August only. So this is one thing that you need to apply, and your statement of purpose to be uploaded in your admin account that is created for registering that LPU Nest examination. So that is your important date. And let me tell you, I have already told about the eligibility part. Let's discuss the fees and scholarship of this particular course. So the fees of LLM is 1,20,000 per semester. It is 4 semester course. It's a 2-year course. So how your 1,20,000 is applicable? See, we are providing because LPU Nest examination is for national eligibility and scholarship test. So again, you will be given scholarship on the basis of either LPU Nest exam or your score in your LLB exam. So let's say if you give LLM your LPU Nest examination and you fall in category cutoff 1, so you will be given the scholarship of 66,000 every semester. So 1,20,000 and 66 will be removed. 66,000 will be removed from 1,20,000. So you have to pay only 54,000 every semester. So if you you give LPU Nest examination and come in category cutoff 2, so your scholarship will be 54,000 every semester. So you will not supposed to pay 1,20,000. You will be paying only 66,000 every semester because of 54,000 scholarship. And if you give LP Next cutoff examination with category 3, so again the scholarship is 42,000 every semester. So let me tell regarding, because only LP Nest examination, if you are not scoring in all these category 3 cutoff, you need to pass this examination. If you pass this examination, again we are providing the scholarship on the basis of either good performance in LPU Nest or your performance in your graduation, or either you have a national level test if it is given. So I'm explaining about the eligibility LLB part. Uh, how much score you are basically going. So just a minute, I'm basically scrolling that particular screen for the scholarship part. See over here, just see, if you score 90% or above in LLB or your graduation, your scholarship is again equivalent to whatever you are getting in category cutoff 1 of LPU Nest examination. Or if you are getting 80 to 89.99%, so again it is the similar scholarship that you will get if you pass in LPU Nest category 2 cutoff, or 70 to 79.99 aggregate percentage of marks in category, or if you score LPU Nest category cutoff 3. So one of them is going to be provided. But if let's say you are not falling in either of these categories, so let me tell you, we provide scholarship on the basis of your CLAT examination also. So CLAT rank must be from 1 to 50. Again, the category cutoff 1 scholarship you will be getting. Or if your CLAT rank is from 51 to 100, category 2, or CLAT rank from 101 to 200, so it is category 3 cutoff. So again, percentage in qualifying exam means your LLB marks, your graduation marks, again, and percentage in then on the basis of LPU Nest examination. And again, the important thing is we are providing the scholarship on the basis of your CLAT examination. Again, either percentage in LLB or graduation, and LLB or graduation, or on the basis of LPU Nest exam, or on the basis of CLAT. So we are providing scholarship on all of them. I have already discussed the important dates. All you need to do is you need to apply this program. Apply now. In apply now, you need to select your name, your gender, your email ID, and your state. The moment you will register, it will take you to the registration for LPU Nest examination, and over there, by default, all the information you can see where you can how much you need to pay for LPU Nest examination, and when LPU Nest is supposed to be given. Again, result is supposed to be declared, and statement of purpose is supposed to be uploaded. Again, it is in same interface link. So that's it from my side. Thank you. If there is any question, I'll be happy to address that.
So I suppose that was really a wonderful presentation by Dr. Zirag as well. I hope we have covered all the questions during the presentation part, and as of now, there are no pending questions. So I would like to end this webinar, finally signing off by saying, experts, your years of research, your depth of understanding the topic, and your ability to present the topic in such an interesting way produced one of the most wonderful mornings of the day. On behalf of all the attendees, I would like to thank you for your insightful presentation. Hopefully the attendees also found this webinar to be valuable enough and will be able to utilize the information provided in this webinar to help take a better decision regarding your career and admissions. Thank you for attending the webinar. Signing off. Thank you.